Good day, Nigerians, both here and in the diaspora. I believe we are having a good time wherever we may find ourselves in search of our daily bread. And I pray that God will bless the effort of every one of us, both home and abroad, as a law-abiding citizen of this country. May God bless the works of our hands in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. This is Comrade Adeniyi Joshua Oluwaseyi. Today, we will continue on the book that we have been reading since the 1st of April, this 2026. So, last week we were unable to come on air, which is on the 15th of April 2026. So, but thank God today we are here to proceed on reading the small but very informative book titled Take Over: The Hausa Fulani Islamic Agenda for Nigeria, written by the Middle Belt Dialogue of June 2014. So, may God, like I said earlier, bless every law-abiding citizen of this country in Jesus' mighty name. So let's proceed. We are on page 7 of the book and paragraph 2. It says, after late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua fell ill in 2009, there were concerted efforts by the northern political elites to prevent the then Vice President Goodluck Jonathan from being elevated to the position of acting president. The then Vice President was made to take an undertaking that he would not vie for election in 2011 before northern governors gave their members in the National Assembly the green light to elevate Jonathan. Before he was elevated to acting president, Nigeria had no leader. Within that vacuum of the argument that the northern leaders are pulling with the then Vice President Goodluck Jonathan. So within that space of time, according to our constitution, it means Nigeria has no leader in that vacuum before he was later confirmed. As a matter of fact, the 2010 Appropriation Act, allegedly signed by Yar'Adua in Saudi Arabia, was procured through forgery. Yar'Adua was not in a position to sign anything simply because he was ill, he was sick, completely sick and incapacitated. Highly visible northerners in the ruling PDP, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, former NSA General Aliyu Gusau, former military President General Ibrahim Babangida, and former Kwara State Governor Bukola Saraki, banded together to fight Jonathan under the consensus arrangement. One of those leaders, who happens to be Aliyu Gusau, is today, then, as at the time they write this book in 2014, that's what they mean by is today Minister of Defense, and this complicates the fight against Boko Haram during that Jonathan regime, because Gusau is a die-in-the-wood Islamist. The post-2011 election violence was orchestrated in places where Goodluck Jonathan did not win the required 25%: Kano, Bauchi, Maiduguri, and Yobe. The spike in Boko Haram violence is a continuation of that episode. Boko Haram has not hidden its ambition to drive away, if unable to kill all non-Muslims from northern Nigeria. The inspiration for the current insurgency of Boko Haram and the murderous activities of the Fulani militia on rampage in the Middle Belt is about the desperation of the Muslim North to have power at the center return to it, whether the Nigerian electorate say so or not. In Gombe State, where President Jonathan got over the 25% votes, post-election violence was unleashed against the southern Gombe Christians, who gave President Jonathan 70% of their votes, compared to the few votes he got in Gombe North. This violence led to the House of the State PDP chairman being burnt, and he was never compensated until his 6 northern governors, namely Alhaji Rabiu Kwankwaso of Kano State, Alhaji Wamako of Sokoto, Alhaji Muazu Bangida Ali of Niger State, Alhaji Sule Lamido of Jigawa State, Alhaji Murtala Yako of Adamawa State, and Alhaji Abdulfatah Ahmed of Kwara State banded together with Rivers State Rotimi Amechi to demand that the sitting president, Goodluck Jonathan, should undertake not to partake in the forthcoming 2015 presidential election. The refusal of the president to give such an undertaking led to an orchestrated crisis in the PDP and led to the willful abandonment of the party by 5 of the aforementioned governors. Members of the National Assembly, state houses of assembly, and other party faithfuls in those states also exited PDP. Such is the desperation with which northern Muslims want power at the center in Nigeria. And such is the reason also behind Gumi advising the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he should negotiate and affiliate Nigerian government with the Turkey government, so that Turkey soldiers can come to assist Nigeria in defeating Boko Haram, a Turkey that was overrun by the Muslims. They completely wiped out Christians, a Christian country, Turkey that is the Christians are the most populous there. They cunningly overrun them, and today Turkey is a Muslim country. So that same country is the country Gumi is advising the president to go and align with. And as at yesterday, 21st of April 2026, it was in the newspaper. You can Google it. Gumi said now the bandit, the Boko Haram, they don't have any reason to kill anybody now. They can go and rest somewhere because the Turkey soldiers are already on ground in Nigeria. So he's telling us that we have achieved our aim by bringing in Turkey soldiers. Is a lie. I can say it. That particular kind of being smart is a waste of efforts by you people in Jesus' mighty name. You killing Christians so that you can overrun this country and take it as a Muslim country will never work. It will never, I say it again, it will never work in Jesus' mighty name. We peaceful, peace-loving Christians in Nigeria and other citizens of this country. The what do we call their name? Those who believe in the native religion, that are very peaceful, Christians and everybody that are very peaceful in this country. This country will continue to be peaceful for us all in Jesus' mighty name. And those waging unprovoked war against this country, the Lord mighty in battle will wage war against them in Jesus' mighty name. And this country shall remain peaceful by the special grace of God. Once again, this is Comrade Adeni Joshua. Coming week, by the special grace of God, we will continue reading our book. You can go to my Facebook, TikTok, then full detail are always in my YouTube. You can search it there. You can search Evangelist Adeni Joshua, or you can search it with my handle at Adeni Oluwaseyi 6007 on YouTube. On Facebook also, we are there, and TikTok. We are very, very active on those applications, on those online applications. So may God continue to be with us all peaceful, loving Nigerians. See you coming week in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.